Hello, welcome back to the Bad Movie Buff podcast. I'm your host, Niall Brady. So we're on season 6, episode 4. So this is December 1st, and a wee treat for you. It's a Christmas episode. We're talking about Home Alone 2. Now, a bit of backstory. Home Alone 1 is one of my favourite films of all time, never mind Christmas films. But I'd never seen the second one. I don't know why. People claim it's better than the first. I'll not get into it here. You listen to the podcast. But I just never wanted to watch it because I liked the first one so much. So I met Talal during the summer. I went to one of his gigs in Kamla, one of the ones that Soupy was hosting, and ended up having the crack of them after. I said to him, there's the invite there if you ever want to come on. And I asked what his favourite film was, and straight away, Home Alone 2. So I was like, right, well, if we're doing that, it has to be a bit closer to the holiday season. And he's a man of his word. So he came in, recorded. We had the best of crack. Such a nice guy. Had so much crack than before the podcast recorded and after. So really hope he's enjoyed this episode because I had really good fun recording it. And fucking Merry Christmas. Also, I'm doing a Christmas special, so keep your ears out for that. Good luck. Right, that's us now. Actually, no, yeah, I definitely hit recording that. Worst comes to worst with an audio podcast. But,
yeah, no, you did.
Yeah, Talal, welcome to Newry. What's correct?
Not a whole pile. It's a pleasure to be down here. It's always good to come to Newry, isn't it?
Yeah, some bad, but you're not too far away, so you've probably been down here a bit, have you?
I've been to Newry a few times, and that road seems to get longer. The road from Armagh to Newry just seems to get longer.
Yeah,
every time I'm on it.
It's a bad enough when you always end up getting stuck behind someone on it.
Yeah, what I usually do is I usually phone a friend from as soon as I pull on that road. I phone a friend, and that sort of kills the time a wee bit.
Yeah. See, I work up in Belfast, so I kind of try to do that the odd time, but I think people are sick of me ringing them because I'm doing it like 3 days a week, and they're like, "Fuck off! Like, how was your day? Like, leave me alone, you fucking loser!" Like,
yeah.
But yeah, here, welcome to the Gaff. We're here to talk about, well, for most people, a Christmas classic, Home Alone 2, Lost in New York.
Yes.
So briefly tell you my kind of relationship with the movie is the fact that I'd never seen it until I watched it last night, which is mad to a lot of people because the first Home Alone is not only one of my favourite Christmas films, but one of my favourite films of all time. Used to have it in videotape growing up and just on repeat. But I think the reason I haven't watched this one is because I love the first one so much. It was like a weird loyalty to the first one where I'm like, that's not the same film. Like,
to me, it's like one of the only like sequels of any movie franchise that lived up to the hype of the first one. If not, to me personally, it exceeded the first one.
Yeah, fair enough.
There's only two movie franchises that I think done it. The second movie better than the first.
Can I guess this, the other one?
Yes.
Is it? I was talking same era, 90s, like.
No.
Okay, because a lot of people's answer for that is Wayne's World 2.
Net was not a Wayne's World fan. I was going to say the Dark Knight.
Oh, right enough actually.
So that's the only two.
What do you think of The Dark Knight Rises then? Because a lot of people think it dipped.
My order would be The Dark Knight, Dark Knight Rises, and then what's the first one?
Batman Begins. You think it's the worst one?
Yeah.
That's bonkers.
I know.
A lot of people say it's better than The Dark Knight. Like,
no, The Dark Knight is up there. My two favourite movies of all time is The Dark Knight and Home Alone 2. And right. I can't separate them. And there couldn't be more opposite movies.
Right enough. Like, well, like when you think about it, like Kevin McAllister, he's a wee bit of a gadget man. Like,
yes.
You can kind of put him in. I was going to say Christian Bale, Bruce Banner. What the fuck's wrong with me? Bruce Wayne.
Have you watched any movies before?
You know what it is. As soon as I've said this before, as soon as these microphones get turned on, my brain just turns to fucking soup.
Yes.
But yeah, so I was going to give it a quick overview here, like just briefly. If you've seen the first one, it's essentially very similar to the first one, but instead of getting like left home alone in the house, the family are going on Christmas holiday, but this time obviously he gets lost in New York, as it's in the title. So 1982, directed by Chris Columbus, who also directed the first one. You've got Macaulay Culkin in there, Joe Pesci, Daniel Stern, Catherine O'Hara, John Hurd, Devin Ratray, terrible name for the boy who plays Buzz.
Yes.
And then of course Tim Curry, Rob Schneider, and Brenda Fricker. So what's the crack then? Obviously it's like one of your top two films, but what's your kind of relationship with this? Do you remember the first time you watched it? No.
I remember the first time watching it, and it was probably one of my earliest memories. I remember I got it out on tape VHS.
Yeah.
And this is before the time of showing me age here. And I remember...
How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, I would have been...
How old are you now, sorry?
How old am I now? I'm 36.
30, actually, you're only 3 years older than me. Like.
Yeah, so I would have been very young when I watched it for the first time. But I remember it was the sort of first movie we watched as a family.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we maybe watched movies before that as a family, but it's the first one I can properly remember. I just remember us sitting down, it would have been around Christmas time.
Yeah.
Fire was on.
Oh.
And I just remember just laughing.
Nice.
And everybody laughing, and just like even watching my mum laughing. You know, it was just a nice sort of family memory that I have.
Yeah.
So that was my first time watching it, and then it was just sort of became a Christmas tradition, which isn't a thing a Muslim would say too often.
Right enough, actually, yeah.
You know, Christmas with me a big, you know, but so I just remember like every Christmas I was just always so excited to get watching Home Alone 2 again.
Yeah.
It just was always like to me it was like that's the start of Christmas for me.
Yeah.
Home Alone 2.
So you watched them both in order then?
Watched them both in order.
Okay. And this is probably going to sound like a bit of a left field question. What's your views on Home Alone 3?
Home Alone 3 and Home Alone 4 I erase from my memory.
Yeah.
Yep.
I remember really liking Home Alone 3 growing up. Weird that I seen Home Alone 3 but never Home Alone 2.
It's just because the Harry Marv, that's Daniel Stern and Joe Pesci.
Yeah.
They make it.
Yeah, 100%.
Because I'd only ever seen like maybe Joe Pesci in like gangster movies or whatever. And then to see him as like that villain sort of comedy thing was just unbelievable.
So good.
And Kevin McAllister as well.
Yeah.
You can't have a Home Alone series with them, and it has to be them three.
Yeah.
Everybody else I can take or leave.
Yeah.
But those three, anything. So whenever I remember it coming out, hearing like Home Alone 3. So this was before like social media. I probably seen it in like a newspaper or something.
Yeah.
I was like, who's this guy? I know I'm not watching this. Like,
he had like a fucking bowl cut as well, I think. Yeah.
I was just a wee nice. He's just a wee gimp too. Like.
Yeah.
Like it's the first time I watched Home Alone. I wanted the villains to win.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, ruin his Christmas. I don't like him.
I vaguely remember liking it because it was like a lot more like they were more advertising the toys, I think, because the main plot of the third one was that something like he bought a remote control car that was like top of the range, but there was like a microchip in it that the villains wanted. That's why they're breaking in. So I remember being younger being like, that remote control car's class.
Well, I'm going to say this. I still have a Talk Boy.
Oh, yeah?
My Talk Boy is still in working order.
That's mad. I love shit like that. Like I have a functional Game Boy Color sitting in this room somewhere, but I don't know where it is.
I spied it and it's now in my pocket. It's now mine.
Yeah.
I love a Game Boy Colors were like that was state of the art whenever like we were lads like I mean 100%. young like. But
and briefly speaking, like there about Batman, I have Batman on it as well. It's still working and all there.
That's class.
Shittest game ever, like, but you know it's Batman.
Like, Game Boy Color and Pokemon Blue was I remember getting that for a birthday, I think.
Yeah.
And never left my hand like.
Oh, same here. Unbelievable. I remember like in primary school, I took my Game Boy into school one day and it was stolen. Someone stole it out of my bag during lunch, and devastating because like not only losing your Game Boy, I had like Pokemon Blue in it, and I was losing my save files. I was losing I was losing my fucking Pokemon.
I feel your pain there.
Oh man, it was bad. Like it got to the point where it was like such a big, like it was like the talk of the classroom, like, and everyone was like, who stole? Because it was obviously someone in the class.
Yeah.
And then I remember I was devastated because that was the last day before Easter break, so you know when you're allowed to bring in toys.
Yes.
And then the first day back, I remember my teacher, I forget which teacher, maybe primary 4 or something, she turned around and said, listen, whoever took the Game Boy, if we come back after lunch and it's just sitting on my desk, there'll be no questions asked, that'll be the end of it, that's it, over. And when we come back after lunch, it was sitting on her desk.
Oh, nice.
And I was over the fucking moon. I never found out to this day who did it. But got my save file and all back. The Pokemon and all were still there, like, so. Oh,
that's because like this is what I liked about games back then was you actually had to be good at the game.
Yeah.
To like go anywhere in the game. Whereas like now you can sort of like pay to win.
Oh yeah, which is grim.
And it really, really annoys me. Like,
yeah.
Because as I'm getting older, like I would play a lot of COD there, like Call of Duty.
Yeah.
And my reactions just aren't what they were. Like I'm not 360 no scoping anybody anymore.
Yeah.
And I'm feeling my age. Like I know I'm feeling like as if I should retire from it, but you're just hopeful that the next one comes out. This is gonna be the one I'm gonna be.
Aye.
But there's just too much involved in it now, and but you can just buy like the best guns now.
Yeah.
Or you can buy like passes that give you like loads like free stuff, and I'm like, I'm not spending money on Call of Duty. Like I'm 36. Like I'm not spending money on it. Like
yeah, and like one of the things I think it affected the most, like one of my favorite genres of games is fighting games.
Yes.
And I used to love when I was younger unlocking all the fighters.
Yes.
And they don't do that anymore.
No.
And it got to the stage where I forget which Tekken or Mortal Kombat it was, and it was like there was like a grayed out character in the character selection screen, and I was like, unreal, someone you get to unlock, and then I hover over it and it was like no fiver to buy. I know, like, don't put it in the menu.
Like I'm a huge boxing fan, and there was I've been waiting for like a good boxing game to come out for the PS5, and there was one come out last year, Undisputed. Not the greatest boxing game, but
mixed reviews.
It was grand, but like the best fighters online were the ones that you had to buy.
Oh, really?
So like you were fighting online, and if you came up against somebody who had bought like one of those fighters, you just lost because
that's such a pain.
Too good.
Yeah.
But I would still recommend that. Carl Frampton's like one of my top heroes in the world. I love Carl Frampton.
Class.
So I got to relive his career, as in like, because you sort of start off as like an amateur and work your way up.
That's cool.
It's class.
Yeah, I must give that a shout. I remember Adam Byrne was saying he got pretty addicted to that game. I think he platinumed it. But if you're ever talking to him about gaming, that is no sign of a good game, because he's platinumed some of the worst games of all time. And he says he doesn't even enjoy it sometimes.
Yeah.
But yeah, he actually has some good words to say about it.
Yeah.
So just to dive back into Home Alone 2 here. So the way I kind of watch films for the podcast, I'll take a couple of just wee talking points down, so I'll never be too distracted from the movie. But the first thing that struck me about this was, like, I suppose the similarities between it and the first one, because at the end of the day it is a sequel, but I forgot, and I nearly forget every time I watch it, is how much of a wee rat Kevin McAllister is, like, to his family. Like,
yeah,
he's a wee prick, like.
Yeah, he is a wee prick. Yeah,
you kind of almost understand, but then, like, so the first thing I was thinking when I was watching this last night is like, fuck, that's right, Kevin's a wee rat. And then Uncle Frank is the biggest fucking rat on the planet, like, isn't he? Like,
he's just your typical uncle, like a typical uncle, isn't he? Just loudmouth, bit of a cheapskate, whatever you want to say. And but yeah, so like that shower scene where he's singing and stuff, like, I'm just like, because it used to be maybe in old houses, if you had turned on like a hot water tap somewhere else in the house, water would have come out,
you
and
could get
Kevin,
them.
just turn on the hot water tap, lad.
But like it was something that like they said to Kevin, why don't you go in and get your tie? It's in the bathroom. And he's like, because Uncle Frank said if I go in there, I'll never feel like a real man after seeing him naked.
Which is mad, because I remember watching that movie when I was young, and it made no sense to me. Like, I don't know what that means. But now when you're older, you go, oh, I understand what that means now. Which is a lot of like movies like made back then probably had a lot of like innuendos for the adults to keep them sort of laughing. And now as an adult myself, who would take my children to go watch a lot of like, because I'm a Omniplex Plus member.
Oh, same here.
That's like one of my biggest flexes. And people go to me, that's so like weird, and I'm like, but it's not. It makes so much financial sense for me.
Oh yeah, I always say to people, like, you'd think I fucking work for the Omniplex. Well, which one's your closest?
Dungannon.
Okay, fair enough. Well, see, the Newry one, I don't know if all the Omniplexes are the same, but the Newry one's fucking shite enough, to be honest. Like, I've sent them emails and all like a loser, like, but
I've done the same. Don't worry.
Have you actually? Yeah.
Not about the Newry one, about the Dungannon one. Yeah.
What's the issues there?
The number one issue is they took fizzy cherry cola bottles out of the pick a mix.
No way.
Got it.
Right.
Number two was there was people I know for a fact had just snuck in.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
And I'm all for it. If you can get something free in life, get it.
Yeah.
But if you're going to sneak in free to a movie...
They were being disruptive, were they?
Correct.
Bastards.
And that was my issue.
Like, that's... we're going to sound like such old boys on this fucking thing. Like, but I'm, like, such a psycho. I was saying this to Daniel Houston as well. I'm such a psycho in the cinema, and he said he's the same, where if there's anyone talking or anything, I'm like, you know, all that shit. And it gets me so annoyed when I hear someone talking that I can't even focus on the movie. I'm that angry. Like, so shit like that drives me up a wall.
So I have a specific setting like on my phone that I'll flick on when I go into the cinema. The only notifications I can get are from my girlfriend Claire, and I'm like, only ring me in an emergency or text me in an emergency. So it's just because I have two kids, so I'm just like, if something's wrong with them, text me. I'll leave something unless it's an emergency. So she knows not to like text. So I don't even look on my phone or anything like that.
Yeah.
But you see people on their phone, especially if they're sitting in front of you, that bright light of the phone catches my eye, and I'm just like, oh, that's really annoying.
Do you know, even Aoife, my wife, has a smartwatch, and she'll usually keep it covered, but sometimes she'll flex her wrist and it lights up.
Yeah,
you know,
because I actually go to the cinema by myself. Like that's my thing. I love going there by myself.
I've never been by myself.
It is the best thing. So this is why I go by myself, right? I'm gonna tell you a story. So I got invited to a mystery screening by Omniplex.
Okay.
Right? Have you ever got the
I've been
chance?
to one or two, but both times I've figured out which movie it was before going in. So
I didn't know what movie it was going to be, and it was a rare night that the two kids were we were kid free. So I was like to my girlfriend, who's now an Omniplex member as well, because we take the kids, it just saves £9.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which is a pick a mix. You know what I mean?
If you're going once a month, it pays for itself.
So we would go like twice. Well, I would go to cinema 3 times a week. Like,
no way.
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes I'd go 3-4 times a week. Yeah,
that's unreal.
It's just what I do.
Yeah, you should have a movie podcast.
I know. So it was 2 Saturday nights ago, whenever it was, and I was like, sure, why don't you go too? I goes, it's free, and I goes, they're like, if you don't like it, it's fine. Like, it's costing you nothing. So we go, and we're sitting in the cinema, and it's The Running Man.
Oh yeah.
And I've been down to see that movie, right? And I was so excited. I was like, this is unbelievable, The Running Man. And about 45 minutes into the movie, my mother-in-law texts Claire, who's my partner, and says, yeah, Charlie's not feeling well.
Right.
And so we both had to leave the movie early.
No.
And I was playing the I was like, I don't care, don't worry, it's fine, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Inside, fuming.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I wonder, could you? And I was like trying to book a taxi. I was like, I get a taxi, I'm sitting to watch this movie, but it didn't work out. So eventually, I've missed. I don't know how it ends.
Okay.
The Running Man.
Yeah.
And I was just getting to the good bit.
Yeah, fair enough. I've been dying to see it actually, like, because I think Edgar Wright can do no wrong. I love him. Like,
yeah, that's the lead guy.
No, that's Glenn Powell. Edgar Wright's the director.
Oh right, okay.
Yes, like Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz and all.
Oh,
like,
yes, that's the same guy.
Yeah. So I'm obsessed with him. I was gonna ask something there. Oh yeah, like, so 3 times a week. Like, what's other than Running Man? What else have you seen recently?
Oh, like Ghost. You asked me, put me on the spot here. Basically, anything that's been in the cinema.
Yeah.
So
see one battle after another.
Loved it.
Brilliant, wasn't it?
It was fantastic. The Conjuring, Last Rites.
Oh, I heard it's decent actually. Yeah.
I don't like scary movies.
Yeah.
They scare me, right?
Yeah.
But so I used to travel for work, and I used to watch The Conjurings on a plane.
Right.
Because have you ever seen a demonic possession on an airplane?
No, I don't think so.
So that was my rationale. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm perfectly... And it was fine, because I could watch a movie on an airplane knowing that there was no demon going to get me.
And here, I listened to your podcast when they owe me there.
Yes.
As well. I know you've been through the ringer with this type of stuff.
That's a very... And I fully expect when people listen to go, he's full of nonsense, but I'm... As true as I'm sitting in this chair
you know what it is? And that's actually... something, because I'm not superstitious at all, but I'm not sitting there at the same time going, he's full of shit. I think that people that are superstitious, that thing, I don't think that you're lying. I think you genuinely went through something, like, you know what I mean? So, like, I personally don't believe that stuff, but I thoroughly enjoyed listening to that podcast, like, you know.
Yeah, and as I'm not gonna say in this, but because it just takes too long to even to explain everything, and that's even like a shortened version I had done with her. Like, like I went through the ringer. Like, it was a proper horrendous experience, but it's one of those experiences that when you tell people, they go, you're not wise in the head. And I'm like, I fully expect, because I fully expect when somebody tells me, if somebody was to tell me that same story, I go, did that really happen? But it genuinely did. And
no, fair enough. Yeah.
So that's why I stay away from all that. I don't really watch too many. I watch
unless
Weapons.
You're airbound, like,
unless I'm airbound. So, but because I'd watched all the Conjurings, I had to finish the set.
Okay.
So I watched it, and I never slept for about 3 days.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Weapons.
Yeah, it was good. I
Enjoyed
really liked
Weapons. I probably should take out my phone and just go through my history. But I have watched every single one. Like anything that's out that because I've went into movies and I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to enjoy this, but because it's free.
Yeah.
It's going if I don't like it.
I know. Yeah, right enough. So just to go through here as well, one part I really loved. Well, so the notes I have here is Kevin's a wee rat. Frank is also still a prick.
Yes.
And then the fucking bit I loved was when Kevin turns around to Frank and goes, yeah, you'd like that, wouldn't you, Mr. Cheapskate? And just pure rips him out. It's one of those things with the first Home Alone that I never picked up until I was older. All the wee kind of nuances. Like, I never noticed until maybe 2 or 3 years ago how much of a cheap bastard Frank is.
Yeah.
And it's like even there's wee subtle bits where he's on the plane and he's telling his wife to put the silverware in her bag and things like that. Yeah. But they really kind of play it up a bit more in this one because it's a sequel. Everything's a bit more in your face. But that one where he's like... your dad's paying for this like lovely holiday for us and you're going to try to ruin it already. Like, he's also the one in the first film that comes out with that like damning line. It was like, look what you did, you little jerk. He's just, I hate him so much. I know. Like, but so in the first one you can kind of in the first one I think leaving Kevin McCallum behind is kind of forgivable because of the situation that leads to him being left behind.
Yes.
Because they're doing head counts and they accidentally count the wee fella that's going through all their stuff.
Yeah.
So they think he's there. He's wearing the same hat Kevin's wearing all. Very forgivable.
Yes.
This one here, they just leave him. They just fucking ditch him at the airport.
Yeah, but they're running to the airport and I actually know what, like, I can see now that I'm older, I can relate almost to an extent. So there's like, I've been on a family holiday with 2 kids and you'd be in a rush and they'd be like, oh, but I need to do this now, and I could all I needed to do was change the batteries in his Talkboy, and he sort of stops what he's doing, and that happens like that not that I left my children behind anywhere, but they're like,
you still take your Talkboy with you when you're traveling, or?
No, my Talkboy stays in my mum's house, and it's just that to me is going to be, to get a wee bit morbid, Macaulay Culkin Days, that thing's hitting eBay.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. Here, I tell you what actually blew my mind about this. When I watched this, so again, first time watching this last night, I was like, fucking Talkboy, unreal. I haven't seen one of those in years. I didn't realise until I was like looking up all the trivia about this today that the Talkboy wasn't a thing until it was in Home Alone 2.
Yeah.
And then the toy company was like, oh, it's so popular, people are talking about it, we'll make that a thing.
Yeah.
That blew my mind. Like,
unbelievable.
Isn't that unreal?
Because
like,
you think about it, it probably was the first like recordable device that you could record yourself and listen to yourself back. I know I'm sure there was more, but it's the first sort of like mobile, if you know, not I don't mean like portable, the word I'm looking for there. Yes, okay, you know what I mean? So it was the first sort of like, it would have been the first like content creation thing.
Yeah. And do you remember the ads for it by any chance?
I don't actually.
I weirdly do, because there was an ad and I remember thinking I need one of these things, and I never got one, like acting as if I was deprived. But there was like a guy, it was like the younger brother hiding behind the couch while his older brother was on a date with a girlfriend, and he had already recorded like give me a smooch or something and put it behind the pillow and then like played it, and then the girlfriend like slaps him and all. Like, you know?
Actually, I remember that now. Yeah. But I just remember Kevin McCallister having one. Yeah. And being like, I want one. And when I used to use it for, I'm a big football fan too. Yeah. So this is like,
who do you support?
I'm a huge Arsenal fan.
Arsenal, yeah.
Massive. Proper diehard. Like if they could beat it, ruins my weekend.
Oh really?
Yeah, one of those guys. And but I would have like, I used to sit at like nearly 5 p.m. every Saturday and just listen to all the scores coming through. Yeah. This is again before internet, and you used to check live scores on teletext.
Teletext, yeah.
And if your team was playing home, you'd have covered your left eye. And if your team were playing away, you'd have covered your whatever it was that your home and away. Home would have been on the left side of the screen.
Oh, like why are you covering your eyes?
So I'd have covered my eye.
Yeah.
To make sure the away team hadn't scored. I was just checking had Arsenal scored.
Ah,
and if Arsenal scored, then I would take my hand away and see had they scored too. All these wee things, people. There's people out there who have done the exact same
little
thing.
Rituals and all, like.
So I would have like done my own like scores coming in.
Yeah.
And like, because for a brief period, I was like, I want to be that guy who calls out the scores.
That's unreal. Yeah.
Yeah. Then didn't.
Listen, it's never too late.
No, it's never. It is too late because social media now and the internet. So
right enough. Yeah.
Even though that show's still on, like Final Score's still on, but
it
doesn't get the viewership it used to.
Yeah, fair. But yeah, there was also I didn't realize a Talk Girl. I don't remember it.
I don't remember a Talk Girl either.
Yeah.
But back in those days, if there was a boy version, there would have been a girl version too. Like it was very much.
Do you remember Dragonflies?
Dragonflies, as in like the insects?
No, the toys. Dragonflies with the Z. Do you remember everyone used to have a Z because it was cooler? Like it was kind of like maybe same era, but it was like a dragon and you got a guy. There was a female version called Sky Dancers.
Is that when you pulled back like a string?
The string.
Oh yeah.
I'm just getting into pure nostalgia mode with all these 90s toys now. Like
I just when you say something going pure flan, I actually bought a rocket off TikTok. Right?
I thought you were gonna say like Toy Master back in the day or something.
No, I bought a rocket off TikTok recently. Well, over the summertime actually.
Yeah.
And it was usually stuff you'd see on like if you see an advert, it says it goes up to like 100 feet. It goes up 20 feet.
Is it like one of those air powered ones that you pump?
No.
Oh, like literally
it's
like
USB.
Oh, okay.
Right. So I was like, it was bad. It cost me like £8, and I was like, you know what? It'll work probably twice. 2 kids will love it.
Yeah.
So I take it out, put it out in the garden, and it like on the thing it says it flies up to 100 feet in the air, which is 100 feet's a big distance.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, it's gonna fly 10. It's fully charged up. Hit the button. You have to like, you hear the whirs of the wee motor going and the wee like propellers at the bottom. This thing, it's 100 feet. Like I lose it in the air, like, and I have perfect vision.
Oh my god!
But once it reaches its max height, like it comes apart and like a parachute brings it back down.
Oh.
So you can like use it more than once.
Yeah.
But I live in the countryside, it's a wee bit of wind.
Yeah.
And it just ends up sailing away, like, and we're like straight across the road into the neighbour's house, like, and see at 36 years of age walking up to your neighbour's house going.
Did you go? Yeah.
I had to go, but I was like, I'm not going by myself, so I brought the 2 kids, and I'm like, here.
Yeah.
Fire on the waterworks here.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. And I'm just like, I fired a rocket up and it ended up in your garden. Can I look for it? And it was stuck in their heads. Like, it was a whole hand. I've got the rocket back, but it is class. Like,
yeah. Unreal, but
so.
See, you always hear people getting like really into TikTok shop and buying a load of stuff like this. I only got TikTok for the first time like last week, and I'm posting stuff to it, but I'm afraid to actually start looking at things on it. Like
TikTok shop's great.
Yeah.
Good, I love it. Yeah.
Fair enough.
I love it.
Right here, I'll jump back into fucking Home Alone 2 here.
Yes.
So I'm getting really like, you always see people going to New York every Christmas. New York seems like a very Christmassy kind of city.
It's I've been to New York, but I didn't go at Christmas time simply because I always wanted to go with a family. Yeah. So whenever my children are old enough to actually enjoy New York, I'm not going to take them now because they're too young to even. Yeah. You know. I want my photograph at the big, at the very end, the big Christmas tree.
Oh, at the Rockefeller Center.
I want a family photograph there. Well, I really want to photograph it myself, but
I got real fucking urge to go to, because like between this Elf, what do you got, like Miracle on 34th Street, it's New York as well. I've actually never seen it.
You've never seen Miracle?
No.
My God,
it's the original or the remake, like
A
Wonderful Life. Is it? It's a Wonderful.
I've never seen A Wonderful Life.
Yeah,
I probably should watch it, but
it's meant to be good. Like.
Yeah.
But yeah, like real fucking homely Christmassy vibes watching this.
Yeah.
World Trade Centers, remember them?
I do.
Yeah, they were actually edited out after 2001 and were only reintroduced back into the final cut of the movie in 2018, I think it was. Like, but again, mad just like seeing, because like they were such like an iconic part of the skyline, like, and it was just like, class kind of seeing them, like him going to the top of them and all.
Yeah, like, because I had watched it. I watch it every year, obviously, and like the first time I watched it, well, maybe by the 4th or 5th time I watched it, like you could see whenever he's standing in the airport looking out, and he goes to the woman, "What city is that?" And she's like, "Well, it's New York City." Yeah, and you can see that the twin towers, and then obviously then there was a time where they weren't there. Yeah, so it's mad that it took them that long to kind of go, right, we'll put them back in, because everything was kind of doing it at the time. But I don't understand why it was shot before it.
Yeah. Like it seemed to be a lot of that at the time. Where, like, for example, even Spider-Man. Do you remember the first Spider-Man trailer came out, and it was scrapped because they had the World Trade Centers in it, and apparently they had to edit a load of scenes of Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But is it like, I suppose
probably like a mark of respect or something like that.
Yeah, pretty much. Like
horrendous day, but but yeah. So, but but as you say, they're part of that iconic New York skyline. Like, and I remember being as a kid watching that, going like, I'd love to go there someday. Yeah. Because like back when that movie like first came out, like going to America was like nobody went to America. Only like the really rich people went to America.
Yeah, 100%.
To me anyway, it was like I'm never going to have enough money to go to like even going to like Belfast was a big thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Especially like I lived in the middle of nowhere. People going to Belfast, they were like, "Jeepers, they're going. It's a big track." Yeah, but now like people go to Australia and back every month and all. You know, it's mad. It's mad how the world's changed. But I remember just watching that movie. I'm gonna go to New York someday. And then.
So what was your experience when you did go then?
To New York?
Yeah,
loved it.
What age were you?
Oh, it was 20 something. Like me and my partner went. I actually went whenever The Dark Knight Rises was just about to be released.
Yeah.
So Times Square, like all the billboards was just all Batman.
Yeah.
And Bane.
Nice.
And they were doing like the promotional stuff over there was insane. So there was like a bit, I don't know what I don't know if the movie premiere was there or was maybe going to be there. I don't know. But at one point, you know, the final scene where like Batman and all the policemen and Bane and all his cronies have like a big like street fight.
Yeah.
There was a reenactment.
No way.
Of that, and I was like, this is insane.
That's class.
Aye.
I went when I was 16. And Times Square was all the promo for I've never even seen it. I'm pretty sure it's meant to be the shittest film of all time. Meet Dave. You ever?
I know the movie. I've never seen it.
So there was a giant Eddie Murphy head in the middle of Times Square. That's all I got to see. Like,
well, we like, and you like them billboards. I think billboards are big screens. When I said billboards, but I meant all the big like screens.
Yeah.
It was all
class.
Batman and Bane.
You're loving that.
I know. Yeah. I've been quite fortunate twice. So at that time, and then I was in London.
Yeah.
And the movie premiere of Suicide Squad was on.
Oh yeah, which one? The James Gunn one or the first one?
First one.
Okay.
So like, got to see Margot Robbie in the flesh.
Nice, yeah.
Which is good.
Yeah.
Will Smith.
Yeah.
It was on, but like the Leicester Square was packed. Like it was insane.
Class.
But we just happened to book London, and then just happened to be on that same week. We didn't book to go on to, but just happened to be on. Like, so I've been quite lucky.
Sweet. I realised something when I was watching this last night. So I always seen those memes of the pigeon lady looking like Piers Morgan. Have you ever seen that before?
Yes.
But I only realised, again, something I realised today was I was getting her confused with the pigeon lady from Mary Poppins. Do you remember her?
I do, yeah.
But then reading up today, she, like the pigeon lady in this, played by Brenda Fricker, was actually based on the character of the one from Mary Poppins.
I didn't know that.
So that's where they got her from.
Yeah.
Like, so I was like, I think there was a few kind of things watching this film where I was like, I get the meme about this now.
Yeah.
Like, do you ever get that?
It's even the meme about how did Kevin McAllister's dad afford this house?
Yeah.
And afford to take his family and his brother's family on a holiday.
Yeah, mad. Like, you never really find out what he does, do you? Like,
you have no idea what he does either.
And then the brother that owns the house that is being renovated in this
is a mansion too, like,
is an absolute mansion. He's getting renovated and he's in Paris for Christmas. Like,
yeah.
He's got some serious twine on him, I reckon.
He's not short of a pound or two, like, but
yeah, fucking first big cameo of the film. Do you remember who it is?
Donald Trump,
the big bad man himself. Like, do you reckon he was checking out Kevin's arse in that scene, or?
I would imagine so.
There was a wee bit of like a look back, wasn't there? Like, but one thing that struck me about this as well, again, and I think it was kind of something that's maybe only really changed in the last 10 years or so. Whereas I think maybe about 20 years ago, the world used to kind of look up to the ultra rich.
Yes.
And like the like of Trump doing a wee cameo on this, because he actually owned the Plaza Hotel in real life that was filmed in. And back then people would have been like, oh, that's Donald Trump. Or even more recently, there was like Iron Man 2. Elon Musk made a cameo on Iron Man 2.
Yeah.
And I remember when Elon Musk first kind of came into the mainstream, when everyone first kind of found out who he was, I remember thinking, that's a real cool guy. Like, now, maybe it's just with me, all these people being on podcasts and all, I find that the world has kind of changed in the sense where you're like, fuck those people. Yeah. Billionaires. Like, it used to be like something you'd be like, oh, it's mad the way he's a billionaire. But now, just with the fucking state of the world it's in,
I know,
you're absolutely just going, what the fuck? Like,
I think it's so more, it's so much more like in your face how ill divided the world is. Like,
yeah, absolutely. Like,
to me, because it's like everybody has a phone now with a camera, so it's easier to see. Whereas like, you wouldn't have seen like you'd have obviously knew there was like poverty in like Africa and places like that, whatever, because you'd have seen it in like truck rods, whatever. But like now you see how rich these guys are, and I think we're actually older. We're the generation that sort of looked up those rich guys because we didn't really understand what money is. Now that we're adults and we know how hard it is to like survive and pay bills, and you're going, that guy has £1 billion. Like, like what do you do with what do you do with £1 billion? Like, it's like, and you always think like I always think I could spend £1 billion. I actually tried to figure out one time how to spend it, and I couldn't. I got to about 400 odd million.
Really? Yeah. Fair enough. Like,
and that was by doing everything that I was like, I would do this. I would buy my children that.
Yeah.
And it's like, and you could just say I would buy this house, buy every house for sale, but I was sort of trying to be like reasonable.
Yeah. Well, there's no need for anyone on the planet to have that much money. Like,
but it's insane. Did you ever see the thing about the difference between a million and $1 billion
in terms of seconds?
Is insane.
Crazy. Like, was it like a million's like a week, and then like $1 billion is like
32 years,
something like that. Yeah, fucking mad. Like, isn't it?
Aye. It's an insane amount. Like, I'm originally from the Middle East, and like my father would have worked for like, so he'd have been like a building contractor.
Yeah.
So he'd have built like palaces and stuff.
Okay.
But like, people then would automatically assume that we were minted. I'm like, no, he's just building them. Yeah. He's not. He's just getting paid an ordinary wage. Like, if he builds a house or a palace, it's the same amount of money.
Right enough, yeah.
So like, he was saying like some of their palaces were that big that they had to get like the government, though even though the royal family or the government over there, but they had to get like planning permission for to roads. So after a certain amount of like the road, you'd need like traffic lights and a roundabout. There was that much staff needed to run this estate. They had to have a roundabout and like traffic lights, and
that's insane.
So you're talking, this is like 70s. The bathrooms would have had like 27 TVs in them. And like, you think is mad, because like TVs now you can get them 100 inch.
Yeah,
they were probably 12 inch back then, but he needed 27 of them. It says his bathroom might have been 50 meters long, like.
And they're probably like 10 times the price back then as well.
Yeah,
TVs were like a
and everything was made of gold.
Yeah.
Bathtub was made out of gold. You're going,
that's bonkers. Like.
Just buy ceramic one, like the rest of us. Like, you know what I mean? You don't need gold bathtub. Like,
even the bit in this, you know. So it was actually a really nice scene where Kevin goes up, and then he's talking to the guy behind the counter, and then he's like, oh, I'm actually going to donate this money and all. And then your man gives him the turtle doves. Really nice scene.
Yeah.
And then when Kevin walks away, he sees a painting of the owner and realises that is the owner. What's his name? I got it down here somewhere.
Mr. Duncan, right?
But even I was like, it's like, oh yeah, I bet you he's fucking minted the boss. You know what
but I mean? Even like, and I even think at that time, because what he says, that all the money made from the toy store tonight goes to the children's hospital or whatever.
Yeah.
And I think that's a nice thing. And then that's when Harry and Marv, and I think the fact that they hide in the toy shop is unbelievable.
Yeah.
I love that. Like,
it's great. Like, even though they're in the wee houses and all, and then like they're talking out loud, and every time someone walks past them, they kind of freeze as if they were like teddy birds.
Yeah. It's the best movie ever.
But I think just when I'm kind of rhyming all these things off in a row, I think maybe I'm the problem here. I'm just a miserable bastard. But even at the end of this film, where obviously Kevin's done the good deed of saving the toy shop and all, but when he's like, Fuller wakes up and is like, oh, here, everyone wake up, it's Christmas, and they're like, well, Santa doesn't come to hotels. Then they go upstairs and there's a shitload of presents, which is obviously donated by Mr. Duncan.
Yes.
But I'm like, they did not need this. They're minted. Like that's all I could think of is like, look at the amount of fucking presents they got. The dad's got a fucking mansion in Chicago, like you know.
But also you have to remember that he uses a credit card to check into the Plaza Hotel, which is a very expensive hotel. Yeah. Right. On the because like sometimes I go in to buy a coffee in a spar shop and I'm like, this might get rejected.
I've been there.
The fact that his son knows that I can put even $967 of.
Oh, fuck, you nailed it. But that was going to be a quiz question for you there. Yeah, you nailed it.
$967 on room service is insane.
Now, did you? Well, this is. There's no way you're going to know this. Do you know how much it works out in modern inflation?
No, I don't, but I'd love to hear it.
It's like $2,147.
Wow. See, that's what I'm saying. So the whole thing would have cost him $10,000 nowadays. Like, the fact that he knows his dad's credit card had that is insane.
I was reading the Plaza Hotel actually exists today, and they actually offer like a Home Alone experience where you can go and book it, and they'll put you in a room as similar as possible to the room that Kevin stays in, and they will also give you like a limousine tour in New York. Whether they give you a lovely cheese pizza all to yourself while you're doing that, I don't know. But could be pretty cool.
It would be. I think I will do that someday.
When you get the $1 billion.
When you get the $1 billion, yeah.
Tell you what I absolutely fucking loved in this. Angels with even filthier souls. Yeah. Unbelievable. Like,
yeah. But that's not a real movie.
No, they made it for Home Alone 1, obviously. But the whole time I grew up thinking that was a real film. Like, and then obviously they did the same with the second one. And apparently Chris Columbus actually spent a lot of time researching those kind of like film noir type films to make it as authentic as possible, which really kind of came across well. Like, but yeah, just the it's like what he says, like you were smooching with my brother last night. Like,
Bob. Cliff, I know the boy's Cliff.
Like, Cliff, that that bit cracked me up, like because that was one of the few, like a lot of the beats you kind of know where they're coming, but that Cliff bit properly made me laugh out loud. Like,
but that whole scene in general is fantastic, where he's like playing to himself, get down on your knees and tell me you love me. And they're all, we love you. I just like, I remember watching it as a kid, but I actually nearly enjoy it more as an adult because I'm just going, if that was me being Kevin making people do that, is unbelievable. Like, unreal. You know what I mean? So, was it the Duncan's Toy Box? Is that what you call the shop? Yes. Duncan's Toy Shop. Yeah.
There's there's like a bit where the camera, when you first see it, it's magical. I'm 33 years old. I'm gonna sound like a gimp, but it is magical. Like, where it pans the toy shop. So, few things about that scene I wanted to talk about. Firstly, a lot of the toys were given to the kids that starred as extras in the scene. They got to pick any toy they wanted out, so it would have been class being a wee actor back then. Because the talk boy was actually fake, Macaulay Culkin still wanted to take it with him, even though it didn't work. But I was like, and then that's when I realized the whole thing with the talk boy. But there's a bit where that the camera's panning that scene, and on top of like a couple of fixtures, there's usually like model Ferris wheels, and it kind of like, you like press a button and it like lights up and goes around. We have the exact same one that was in Home Alone 2 in my man and dad's house.
No way.
And I swear to fuck, I jumped. I was like, Ava, we have that in the fucking house.
That's unbelievable.
And I'm a dickhead because I was going to bring it over here and like put it out, and I've obviously fucking forgot to do that.
I knew straight away.
But I'll send you a picture of it.
Yeah,
like, it's mad. I was literally like, we literally have that exact toy in our house right now. Like, but I was never allowed to play with it when I was younger because it's like the Ferris wheel, the seats rock. I used to like fucking smash spin around. Like, it definitely wasn't like a kid's toy. It's more like a decoration. But the last thing to talk about that scene is Chris Columbus himself is actually in that as a cameo.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It was, I don't know how I remember what he looks like, but I actually like went, like, it was like that Leo thing. There he is. It's him and his daughter. And his wife also does a cameo for the woman that answers the phone to take the booking from Kevin as well.
Oh, no way. Oh, that's cool.
Whole Columbus family in there.
Yes.
But yeah, that's what I have down there as well.
I was very sad when I found out that toy shop's not real.
Yeah, it's based. I've looked up the name of the actual one.
FAO Schwartz.
That's it. Yeah, because I remember thinking the name's nowhere near as magical.
No, it's not. I was in FAO Schwartz.
Any good?
When I was in New York class.
Yeah. Have you ever been to Hamleys in London?
Yes.
That's probably close enough as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, Yeah.
So, have you ever watched a Netflix series called The Movies That Made Us?
No.
There's a series, and it's essentially, it goes through every, like, well, Home Alone's one, Die Hard's one, Alien, Predator, all that.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's like an hour-long documentary about how the film was made and, you know, the iconography of it and all. But I remember watching the Home Alone episode, and one of the things they're saying is about the stuntmen had to really exaggerate every fall for comedic effect. So if you ever notice in Home Alone 1 and 2, every time Harry and Marv slip, they're about 5 foot off the ground, and then they hit the ground.
Yeah.
So it became like a famous thing among the stunt community. It's called the Home Alone fall.
Oh, wow.
So as soon as I seen it yesterday, so the first thing that it happens with is when Kevin, you know, buys the beads and rips them, and then straight up in the air, it's like, oh, there it is. They took some fucking batter.
Yeah, like they did. Like even the and it's like my where he first enters the house after he's been hit 3 times with the
bricks.
So he gets hit with the bricks, right? Which me and my brother still quote each other to this day. Harry, we still do that to this day. Like, he's older than me, we still quote that.
I actually laughed out loud at that yesterday, like, because the fucking, I always forget his name. Fucking Daniel Stern, that plays Marv, is such a funny looking bastard.
Yes, like. And because we still do this. So we do the Harry thing, and we always go, how many fingers am I holding up? And he'll go, 8. Yeah. It's just, and nobody, only people like proper like Home Alone fans go, oh, that's what they're doing. People go, these two lads are weird. Like. But we still did it. Like me and well, everybody in my family loved it, but me and my brother especially loved it. Like, unreal. Loved it. Like,
yeah.
So we quote that. But as I say, when he first enters the house in New York, and he just falls down the big hole.
Yeah,
that would have been sore to do. Like,
it's unreal. So they obviously take some serious battering in the first one, but I think Marv especially in this one. Like, apparently they had doctors analyze the film and say, like, you know, what if it actually happened in real life, and they said that Marv wouldn't have made it past the 4th brick. He just would have been dead. Like, but I was thinking the whole way through the movie, I think they dumbed Marv down a bit in this one.
Yeah.
I think he was stupid in the first one. He was way stupider in the second one. I realised CTE. That's what it is.
There you go. But even like the first time you see those two.
Yeah.
And you smell that. Do you smell that, Marv? Yeah, it's fish.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, class.
It's class. Like.
There is a Frank Oz cameo in the film there as well. Do you know who Frank Oz is?
No.
He's the guy that did why am I blanking? Yoda's voice.
Okay.
And do you know Fozzie Bear and the Muppets?
Uh-huh.
And he's done like very famous voice actor. I don't know why I'm blanking on what else he's done, but I was just reading up today. There is a Frank Oz cameo in there just after they get out of the truck with the fish. I didn't pick up on it at all last night. Like, I don't even know if I could tell you what he looks like, to be honest. Tim Curry was unbelievable in this.
So good.
Such a scary looking bastard, though, isn't he?
And I love how they do the smile with the Grinch.
Yeah, right enough, actually, yeah.
And even like where he gets slapped across the face.
Yeah.
And he's trying his best not to cry.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
He's doing the wee lip twitch.
Yeah.
That is actually the moment I wrote down Tim Curry's great.
Yeah.
Because, like, well, he's obviously a fucking class actor, like, but I think this is probably the most comedic role I've seen him in.
Yeah.
Because he generally plays a scary bastard.
Yeah.
You know the whole Batman fact about him?
No.
Did you ever watch Batman the Animated Series growing up?
Yes.
Yeah, so he originally auditioned to play the Joker in that. And according to the producers, it was Bruce Timm that made that show. His rendition of the Joker was way too scary for kids, so that's why Mark Hamill got the role.
I'd love to have seen that.
Yeah, be cool, wouldn't it? Like,
yeah.
So when you think about that, like, so too scary for the Joker, which is crazy. It, the clown.
Yes.
I'm gonna hit you with a lesser known one. Do you remember Fern Gully? The movie. It was like an animated film, which a lot of people are saying like. It was kind of like Avatar nearly ripped it off, but it's basically about this guy that ends up hanging about with all the forest spirits and all, and then pollution's coming to get them, but pollution is personified in this bad guy called Hexus, and Hexus is played by Tim Curry, and he's literally this like black smoke monster, like he's terrifying.
I think I've seen a photograph of that, or like a still of that movie somewhere. Yeah,
you might have done like.
Yeah.
But I think it's probably the most famous one I haven't even seen, the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Like,
friend of mine actually kind of looks like Tim Curry a bit, and I hate myself for saying this, but he's a great actor.
Oh, okay.
My friend is, right?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I've done a bit of like amateur theatre as well, and he's on a lot of stuff, and we done one for a local club there. There was like a night at the musicals,
Yeah.
and he done Sweet Transvestite,
No, yeah.
and I swear it is the double of him from,
Yeah.
and he's so like that's how I knew of Tim Curry and the. But he looks like Tim Curry. My friend looks like Tim Curry like, from that movie.
Yeah.
And he is very, very
good rendition then. Like,
it was the highlight of the show. Like, and again, because I was the what my song did I do? Time Warp. So I done Time Warp. I played what do you call the guy? He done Crystal Maze.
Oh yes, I've never seen Rocky Horror Picture Show, but he's got long hair and that, but he's bald in Crystal Maze. The second Crystal Maze host.
So I done the Time Warp one, and
what was the first one actually? Never mind.
And he done Tim Curry. He done Sweet Transvestite.
Class.
That was excellent. But
yeah, another thing that that Movies That Made Us episode covered was Joe Pesci in this.
Yeah.
Basically, because it's a family film, he wasn't allowed to swear, but his kind of character was so inclined to swear that the way he got away with it was just that nonsense kind of which is so good and so funny every time I hear it, like, because again you forget you're watching a sequel and then he does it again, you're like class. Like,
he's brilliant.
Also laughed out loud at the bit where Marv is getting electrocuted and he turns into a skeleton.
So glad you said it's my favourite bit of the movie.
Yeah.
And at that time I'd have been like, and like people watching it now probably go, that doesn't even look real. But I remember watching it the first time going, that is the best thing I've ever seen. Still to this day I watch it and go, that's still the best thing I've ever seen. It's just everything about it is perfect.
It's just so like perfectly cartoonish or something,
isn't
it?
Yeah.
When they're filming that, Christopher Columbus was laughing so hard that he couldn't even say a cut because through his fit of giggles. So Daniel Stern kept going to the point where he was like convulsing on the ground, and Chris Columbus is like just kept going until like the cameras literally stopped.
It is. That's what I'm saying. Like every bit of like where they get hurt, like even the cement bag coming down and hitting them, all that, it's just perfect. Like.
Yeah.
And like he like sits up and like, I'm gonna murder that kid.
Yeah. There was a lot more of his scream in this one as well. The tarantula scream for the first one. Fun fact, they couldn't record that with the tarantulas on his face, so that was just him miming the scream in the first one. But yeah, unbelievable. Like I love that scream. It's just so comical, and I like the way they kind of leaned into some of the funnier parts as well. But
like I genuinely think if they try to remake it now with like say they went right, we're going to copy the exact story, they would ruin because I don't know whether technology is too good or special effects are too good now. I think it's because back then special effects weren't that great to what we're used to now. I think that's what makes the movie even funnier to an extent. That they're relying heavily on the actors being great actors as opposed to well special effects that up.
Right enough. There was like a Home Alone sequel came out there like 2 years ago.
Home Alone 4.
No, it's called Home Alone. It came out like Disney Plus original.
All right.
And I never watched it. I remember watching the trailer for it. Aisling B is the mom in it, like the Irish comedian.
Yeah, but I refuse to watch anything Home Alone related unless it has Daniel Stern, Joe Pesci, and Macaulay Culkin.
Fair enough.
And that's just me.
I know Buzz is in it. If that's any good.
I actually did remember seeing that. Yeah, Buzz is still in it. Yeah,
but
I hated Buzz in that show.
Yeah,
yeah.
He's a bit of a dick, isn't he? Like he's a dick in the first one. He's a real dick in the second one. Like, but yeah, I just want to jump into a bit of trivia here. So I'll present this one day in a quiz question format. Do you have any idea how much Macaulay Culkin was paid for playing Kevin McAllister in Home Alone 2?
Oh, I do know this actually. Was it like 120,000? Something lower than you think?
No, it's very high.
Oh, don't know then.
4.5 million.
Wow.
Yeah.
As a kid, like
45 times the amount that he has paid for the first one.
Wow.
They had a lot of problems filming because of how famous he was. So the first one, the airport scene, was very easy to film apparently. In the second one, they were hounded because it was in the middle of an active airport. They couldn't shut down the whole airport, so they were hounded by people constantly trying to get autographs of them.
Do you know that whenever they were filming for Home Alone 2, the director wanted to film 2 movies back to back because they were afraid of Kevin looking too old. Oh. But it was working out too expensive for them to do that. So it's like,
probably because the wages they're paying that really bastard, like.
That's insane. Like, any wonder he went off the rails.
Well, he's back now.
Yeah, he's back. I actually watched him in American Horror Stories.
Oh, was he in it?
Yeah.
I seen he's in. Did you watch the Fallout TV show?
Yes, based on the game. Yeah, fantastic.
The trailer for season 2 came out there, and he's in the trailer for season 2. Yeah, it's mad how famous Kieran Culkin is now as well.
Yeah,
like, won the Oscar there, and Succession was obviously class. There was a great bit of trivia read today. It was Macaulay Culkin asked Joe Pesci on set one day of Home Alone 2, well, how come you never smile? And apparently Joe Pesci just went, "Shut up, kid." And that was his response. But the reason this is kind of notable is because apparently Macaulay Culkin really liked Joe Pesci because he was a bit mean to him, and he was kind of like sick of being pampered by everyone. Joe Pesci was the only one that treated him like a child.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, kind of nice. Like.
Yeah.
What else have we got in here? I think we've actually covered most of the actual trivia I have.
Yeah.
Talk Boy. Yeah, this is one I didn't pick up on until I read it today. So there's a bit where they're talking about, in the first one, there's a bit where Marv and Harry are talking about how to get Kevin, and he says kids are afraid of the dark, and in the second one he says kids are afraid of the park.
Yeah.
Which is great. Like,
grown men don't go to the park and don't come out.
Yeah. Did you think you know the bit where he's in the park and he's quite scared and he jumps into the taxi, and then your man turns around, scares him, runs away? Do you think Kevin McAllister's a bit ableist because of that scene, because your man had one eye? Or
I would have the same reaction. I'd have went, I'll take my chances and walk.
But your man kind of leaned into the scariness a bit. He's like, it's scary out there, and he's like, it's scary in here.
ain't much better in here, kid. And then the big laugh. But the thing in the movie that stuck out to me as an adult watching it was like the girls of the street.
Oh yes,
they were like, "Do you want me to read you a bedtime story?"
Yeah.
I'm kind of going,
right.
He's 10.
How long? Well, he does a big wad of cash in him. Do you think they can sense that? Maybe.
Probably, yeah. I mean, just like,
maybe they actually just want to read him a bedtime story.
But they could. I was like, there's no call for that. I was like, don't need to put. They didn't need to be in it.
No, they're just to kind of touch back on what we were saying earlier about kind of family movies back then were more so like there was like a lot of dirty wee jokes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You never would have picked up on when you were younger, like.
No.
But I suppose you actually have like kids, and I don't have any. Like, so do you think there's any modern films like that you can appreciate as an adult as much as your kids appreciate? Like,
what I have found about Disney movies now is they're almost too serious, if that makes sense.
Okay.
As in like something like I remember I took my daughter to go and watch what's it called? It's about the feelings and stuff.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
so there's like
Inside Out 2.
Inside Out 2.
Yeah.
And so it involved the time of the month, right? My daughter's 5. She doesn't need to know. Like, thankfully, they don't go into too much detail.
Yeah.
But I'm watching that going, this is not. I remember texting my partner and being like, I might have to leave this movie because if it starts talking about this, I don't want her asking questions about it.
Yeah,
because
you
like,
don't want that conversation now. Like,
she's 5. Like, she's not going to understand it, even if it was to sit down and explain to her. I don't think she's going to understand it anyway.
Yeah.
And so I think they sort of try and it provokes them asking. I know maybe that's what they're trying to get them to ask questions at a young age. But I'm just like, you should keep children as innocent children should be as innocent as they can for as long as they can be. If you know what I mean. I just think they get exposed to too much too young. I think that's with Disney movies now. I have no problem with like them putting in innuendos that only adults are going to get.
Kids won't even realise as a joke that they're not getting type thing. Like,
but whenever they started introducing like, and I know the movie is about feelings and stuff, but I've no problem like, for example, it shows like joy and sadness and embarrassment, and I'm like, that's okay, I can talk to her about that because if maybe she doesn't understand what feeling nervous is, or shy or whatever. That's okay. I can explain that to her, but I'm not explaining that.
Stay away from Turning Red then. I've seen that one, the Pixar one.
Yeah, I had it turned off.
Yeah.
even like, I remember I took her to see Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah, the remake.
Yeah, she's a big, daughter's a big Stitch fan. And went to watch it, and there's a scene in it where is it Stitch you call the alien? Is it Stitch you call the alien?
Yeah,
isn't it? Dies.
I've heard that. That's not in the animated version, I think.
Stitch dies, right? So I'm in the cinema. My daughter's there. It's only 5, but she probably doesn't really understand her emotions and all yet. She's crying.
Yeah.
So I'm crying, not at the movie. I'm crying at her crying because I was like, I don't know what to do here. Then Stitch comes back to life again, but then that leads on the car home to awkward conversations, like, because we had a dog that died, and my daughter still talks about the dog as he coming back, whatever. Yeah. And I'm like, no, he got very sick. He had to go up to heaven, blah blah blah. And she was like, but Stitch came back, and I'm like, oh no. And I'm like, Stitch. I go, that's a movie. Stitch is an alien. Fuck. Yeah. You know, so but no, it's just, like, I actually watched a great animated movie there recently. The Pat's on a Train.
Oh, I haven't seen it, no.
Fantastic.
Yeah, good.
Loved it.
Do you know what just popped into my head? Sorry, completely unrelated, but still talking about animated films. Because when you said Lilo and Stitch there, the week that came out was the day I did my 11 plus, and you know when after you do 11 plus you go downtown for the first time with your parents. Went to see Lilo and Stitch, but the other one we went to see, because you remember you had 2 11 pluses, was Treasure Planet. Do you remember Treasure Planet? Yeah. Fuck, it's a belter of a movie. I watched it again recently, and it's
a great movie. I don't think they make movies. As much as I don't think they make. There's no movies now that are going to be like iconic. Yeah. Like, because you think like The Matrix.
Yeah. Oh.
The Matrix was like insane,
mind blowing. Like, yeah.
I remember even like Matrix Revolution or Matrix Reloaded is my favorite out of the 3.
What?
Matrix Reloaded is my
sequel. You think it's better than the first one?
No, it's my favorite. The original Matrix is the best, but my favorite's Reloaded, and I'll tell you why. Because the twins, the twins who like can morph in and out of things. Yeah. I was like, that's the coolest thing I've ever seen.
Fair enough. You're still bonkers for having that opinion. Like,
and Revolutions was good.
Yeah.
But the new one that came out,
I haven't watched it yet.
It's in the top 10 most angry I've ever been in my whole life. Such a disappointment. It is horrendous.
Yeah.
Like, just properly horrendous.
Yeah. Fair enough. Well, a few more questions for you. Are you in a time limit here?
No, I'm fine.
So I think I've already asked you, but do you reckon then Home Alone 2 is better than Home Alone 1?
Yes.
Okay. And best Christmas movie then, do you think?
Yes.
Okay, but you also think it's one of the best movies
of all
ever.
time, yeah.
What other kind of Christmas movies do you mess with?
I like Elf.
Oh yeah, it's great.
Christmas movies. I'm trying to think what we watched. Jack Frost.
Oh, the Michael Keaton one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I like Jack Frost. Christmas movies. What do I watch at Christmas time?
You a big Muppets guy?
No, not really. No. I'm just going through in my head what I'm trying to watch. The only thing coming in my head, I watched the Paw Patrol had a new Christmas movie out. I went and seen it. It was pretty good.
Yeah. That only passed, but
my son's a big Paw Patrol guy.
Oh man, you will be as well. Like, you get there on the double at the end of the day.
Miracle on 34th Street.
The remake of the original.
The remake.
The Richard Attenborough one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll watch it this year.
It's so good.
Because I seen a clip from it the other day that made me want to watch it, and it was basically there was like a wee deaf actress, and they didn't tell her that for this scene they've actually taught Richard Attenborough how to speak to her in sign language, so her reactions are genuine. Oh. And it was one of those days. It was like, maybe just finish my lunch and work in the office, and I'm like, put that down. Don't nobody look at me cry.
It is insane. Like, movies do have a factor. Like, there's been very few movies that I've actually maybe got sad at or like upset about or whatever. But the one movie, such a segue from what we're talking about. Yeah, The Pursuit of Happiness.
I've never seen it. That's Will Smith.
And there's a scene in it where he's in like a toilet stall because he's no money to pay so him and his son have nowhere to like sleep that night. So he's trying to like stay in the stall so his children is somewhere or his child is somewhere dry to sleep at night. And there's a guy banging at the door, and he's in there with a stall with his son, and the son's asleep, and I'm like, that is horrendous.
Yeah.
But as I've become a parent now,
you get more emotional stuff again.
I remember watching what's that movie called? And Hollywood tried to ban it from being released.
The Interview.
So they had to. The guys in it actually had to fund it themselves.
Yeah.
What is that called? It's actually a true story. It's fantastic. About 2 children in Brazil getting abducted.
Oh, is it the Jim Caviezel one? No.
Oh, it's gonna do my head in. And there was like a pay it forward thing where you could pay. So I spent, and I'm embarrassed as how much I spent paying for it. I bought like 30. So on the website you could then download a free ticket if somebody had bought one.
Okay.
I bought like 30 tickets.
Oh.
Because it was about child abductions.
Yeah.
And I remember the opening scene was actually real life clips of children getting.
Is it Mel Gibson did it?
Mel Gibson is the director of it. Yes.
Yeah, and Jim Caviezel's the main actor.
Yes,
in it.
yes.
I remember hearing about that.
And it was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Probably a bit drama. What's the word I'm looking for?
I heard people criticizing, saying that it was maybe kind of like dramatizing those situations,
to an extent,
like,
but like at the start of it, movie, it's proper like CCTV clips of children getting abducted.
Right.
And
it's dark.
I never slept for a week because I've children of my own. I'm like, that is every parent's worst nightmare. Like,
yeah.
But I remember watching that movie and like there was tears. Like that's opening. It was like there was a wee bit of tears in my eyes. Like,
sorry, it's a safe space here, man. You can admit it.
Nobody
you cried like.
So that, as I say, that movie was that one. I was like, I properly had tears in my eyes. Like, that's horrendous.
You ever see Coco?
The animated movie,
the Pixar film.
Yeah.
Most of ever cried at a film.
Seriously,
it ruined me. Even the credits are still rolling. There, still going. I don't know. It just hit me in a bad day. I think.
Like movies, like as I said, like live stuff. Would if I'm watching, I also would watch not a lot of theater, but I would go to. I love live stuff. So I went and seen. It was actually Take That are my favorite band.
Nice.
Right, a huge Take That fan.
Okay, yeah.
And I remember going to watch the musical was called The Band. It's not about Take That, but it's based off the music.
Okay. Yeah.
And it's so loud. It was so loud in the Grand Opera House. Me and my partner went. And the story is 4 young girls go to a band. On the way home, one of them dies. And they all sort of fall out. Not they don't fall out, they just drift apart because what happens to sort of they just never talk about it, and then the band are being reformed. It's actually a movie now.
Okay.
The band I've never watched the movie again because I just know what crime age. The band get reformed, and then the group of girls all meet up again. But it was shortly after like one of my like oldest pals had passed away.
Yeah.
So I'd say that probably played up because he died when he actually died in Australia.
Okay.
And so you probably never get to grieve properly. It would have been one of the lads growing up, like one of the boys growing up, you know. Yeah. And I hadn't seen him in a couple of years because he was living in Australia or whatever. I remember it was just like the connection that they had on stage was very similar to like the friendship that we would have had, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And I remember watching it, and for the whole thing, an hour and 45 minutes, tears, and like my partner was like, "Would you stop crying?" I was like, I was getting angry. Why is nobody else crying here?
Yeah.
Why is nobody else?
Sometimes it just gets you. Like,
Diona Doherty, comedian.
Yeah.
Diona Doherty done a play. She actually wrote it herself, which is amazing. It's called Sunny Side Up. And it was about her sort of IVF story. And I actually went by myself. There was only one spare seat in the whole, it's the Lyric Theatre in Belfast.
Oh, yeah.
Was right beside me. So it looked like I'd been stood up for like a date.
Oh,
right?
No, yeah.
And I am bawling my eyes out.
Yeah.
Bawling. And there's people looking at me going, he's been stood up on a date. This is horrendous. Like,
he's having a bad day. Like.
He's struggling. Like,
yeah.
And, but yeah, so I would probably shed more tears at something live than I would.
Fair, yeah.
Than like a movie or like a TV series. One Tree Hill.
Oh, the basketball one.
Yeah, whenever what do you call him? Gets shot dead. Keith.
I have my brothers used to watch it. Like it was kind of like around the same time as like the OC, One Tree Hill, all those type of shows. Like I
mean, I had
Chad Michael Murray.
Yeah, and the boy that played Nathan Scott used to wear like a Duke basketball jersey number 23.
Yeah,
paid an obscene amount of money for one of those.
Did you? Well, that's
yeah.
No, he didn't go to. Jordan didn't go to Duke. He went to.
No, he did.
Did he?
Jordan went to Duke. Yeah.
He went to North Carolina, but it wasn't Duke. I don't think.
Duke is North Carolina.
No, but the other one, I'm pretty sure.
I'm a LeBron James guy, so.
Okay, fair enough. And I play basketball, like so.
Oh, you play basketball?
I just retired. My knees are too
Are
bad.
Are you a big basketball fan?
Weirdly not. No, I played it, but I was never like I grew up watching the Bulls and like Space Jam and all. Like, but
see, I only get into basketball because of LeBron James. I don't know what. I remember watching something on it was actually somebody's flashbacks on Bebo.
Okay. Yeah.
Right.
That's going back, but yeah.
Right. I was like, who is this LeBron James guy?
Yeah.
I remember sort of following this, but this was like even before, like people, young ones now sort of forget. You have instant access to the internet.
Yeah.
Back then, you had to wait till your mum was finishing a phone call.
Yeah.
To get access to the internet.
CartoonNetwork.com.
Yeah, and I remember and then sort of as technology got advanced, I was fit to like watch stream NBA games.
Yeah.
I remember like searching who does LeBron James play for at that time. So it was 2010, 11, and around that he'd moved to the Miami Heat.
Yeah.
And I was like, I love this guy, and I had to set up most nights at 4 o'clock in the morning watching basketball. Like.
Class, yeah.
So I'd be a big, like a massive basketball fan. Like.
It's mad the way you discovered him through a Bebo flashbox.
Yeah.
And he's still playing today.
He's 40, like.
Yeah.
It's insane. He started in 2003.
Crazy, like, yeah. Well, so who's your team now then?
So I made the decision I'd follow LeBron James.
Lakers, yeah.
But whenever then he retires, I'll go for the Miami Heat.
Okay, because that's the original
team.
Yeah, fair enough. So couple more questions just to finish off here. So, do you listen to many podcasts yourself? Do you have any podcasts to recommend me?
I used to listen to a lot more. I don't really listen to that many that now. The one I religiously listen to, never miss, is the Bomb Squad pod.
Oh yeah, it's unreal. Like,
it is the number one.
Yeah, I'd absolutely agree.
I love it.
Laugh out loud stuff like in that.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Because
that's the only one I'd listen to religiously. I used to listen to like Tea with Me every week, and all the sort of comedy podcasts I never would have missed, but it's just time and it's hard to get time to listen to them all. So
you see, I rinse podcasts because I drive to Belfast 3 days a week from here. Like, so I think Bomb Squad's out every Monday morning. I'm always in the office on a Monday, like, because the roads are quiet, like, and it's just me just like waking up because I'm laughing that much. Like, you know.
So, well, I used to travel a lot before I actually moved jobs, so that's one of the reasons why I don't. Because I used to just be at a desk and be fit to listen to podcasts after a podcast. Now, if I'm driving to like a gig or something, I would listen to a podcast, but Bomb Squad's the one I would always.
Sweet.
I've got into audiobooks recently.
Oh yeah. What type of stuff you listen to?
Sort of sports autobiographies and
nice
different things. I literally just finished Kieran Frampton's today.
Oh, nice.
It took me about 2 months listening because I very rarely get to listen. So just as I was coming up the road there.
Sweet. How many hours would you be looking at?
I was about 7 or 8 hours.
Yeah, because
Kieran Frampton, but I love Kieran. But I was talk about the anger I had. So it starts off with Kieran Frampton narrating his own story. Like, this is great. I'll be able to like properly resonate with this. Then it just changes to some dude.
Oh, was it him maybe just giving the intro for it or something? And then
I'm like, this is a nightmare. And the guy was like pronouncing names wrong, and he's like, there's wee things that like Frampton would have said, and I know how he would have said it.
Yeah.
But hearing this other guy butcher it was a nightmare.
Yeah, fuck that.
Like he pronounced Muhammad Ali as Muhammad Ali.
Oh, come on, like,
I know.
Come on.
And then the last like 10 minutes is Kieran Frampton.
Yeah.
So and I've loved it because he talks about obviously the court case he had with the McGuigans, which is some of the stuff. And I was like, I'd love, like, I don't know Kieran Frampton. I would love to know him, right? But I don't. But I would love to. I'd love to know him well enough to go, Kieran, how did you not realize this? Like, millions they done him for. Like, I think he got it. Must have got it all back to the court case, but it was like in the court case they're reading out the charges.
Yeah. And
so it was basically they were using the money he should have been getting for like promoting his fights and stuff.
Yeah. And
he was like, how does 28.20 in McDonald's, how is that a fighting expense?
What the fuck?
So they were using like his company to pay for their lifestyle.
That's mad. Like,
it's insane. It's well worth listening to. Like, it is fantastic. Like,
good stuff. So final question for you. I say this to everyone that's done the podcast. It's an open invite to come back. You're always welcome on. If you're to come back, what is the other film you'd talk about? And is it the obvious answer?
The Dark Knight.
Cool.
But I'm sure it's been done.
No.
Nobody's done. I was actually going to pick The Dark Knight, and I was like, it's definitely been done.
No, nobody's done it yet. Like, so.
It or The Mighty Ducks.
Mighty Ducks. Only watched it property for the first time recently. Like, yeah. Hard to beat a good 90s kids sports movie as well.
Yeah.
Like.
Mighty Ducks. I'm trying to think what other movies.
Little Giants, were you ever a fan of it?
No, not really. You know what I'm actually rewatching at the minute? If it was to do a Harry Potter one, it would be the Half-Blood Prince.
Oh, nice, yeah.
How
long? No. Order of the Phoenix is the worst one. That's all I'll say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you agree with that?
Yeah.
Nice.
And Revenge of the Fallen Transformers. The Transformers Revenge of the Fallen. I'm a big Transformers fan too.
Which one? Is that the second one?
It is the second one,
Yeah. I seen it like 3 times in the cinema when it first came out. I loved it, but I haven't watched it since.
It's the one where Optimus Prime dies.
Yes, yeah, that's right.
They have to go to Egypt and then they have to bring him back.
Yeah, and then the big fucking mega yoke comes up. And I just remember the bit where that boy was like, I'm underneath, and he looks up, there's 2 wrecking balls.
Yeah,
and he's
yeah,
like, the testicles.
Yeah. But even, I remember watching that movie for the first time, and the bit where he gets to the leadership of, or the matrix of leadership, and turns to like dust.
Right.
I remember going, properly, like.
Yeah. Fair enough.
But.
Well, here, that's us, but thank you so much.
I have a bit of trivia for you.
Triv me up.
Of Home Alone 2.
Oh, go on.
Do you know the bit? And I've been down to says the whole podcast. I was like, he's going to bring us up. Do you know the bit where he gets attacked by the birds in the park?
Yeah.
Do you know an actual bird ends up in his mouth?
Oh, Marv.
That's true. But they just keep rolling because he's going on with it. He had to go for had to go get checked out in the hospital because a bird was in his mouth. Like,
oh my god! Because I read briefly that I always forget to write down bits of trivia, but they basically just fucked a load of birdseed at them and covered them with like 300 pigeons or something. Yeah.
And do you know that Home Alone 2 Lost New York was not the original title?
Oh, it was it Alone Again?
Alone Again.
Yeah. Why didn't I write these down? I don't know.
But yeah, no, I'll 100% come back through this podcast. It's one of the most fun times I've ever had one.
Oh, thank you so much,
man. Really enjoyed it.
Oh, thanks for coming up. Or down.
No problem. I think it's up.
Yeah, cool.
It's up.
Right, cheers, man.